All right, I'm really tired of settings in general. So I'm just going to do this however it comes. I don't need any you know what? I don't need any fancy, um, how you say, I need, I don't even know, how do I make it normal now? Yeah, I want my picture back without any, I guess this will work. At least you can see me. I think we're gonna do the Zoom thing in a few minutes. If this video reaches you in a month and you go like, well, we've already been Zooming. What do you mean? Time. I don't understand why. You need to think about why do people come and attack me with comments? Think about it. Now, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind about anything. And I don't even know why I did this before. I think I always felt responsible for some of the members of my family who are not like us, who basically needed to first understand things before they make a decision that benefits them. And I realized that um, the how strong our intuition really is. As long as we allow ourselves to hear it and don't let ourselves get sidetracked. It's interesting to me how so many people who are RH negative actually also go against what's good for them. And yes, that, and especially the people who get offended. This is a word I makes me really. You shouldn't be using this word unless you really, really have reason to be. I feel attacked. You know what I mean? That's a better thing. Be a little more specific. I talk about people who are medicated and don't, well, I'm not going to talk about this anymore. Do what you want, everybody, okay? I will hint at certain things here and there. So, um, because I believe that I need people around me are keeping, who keep reminding me of what we are having to deal with, what is right to deal with. You know what? I'm so over these ego. Uh, when I was a kid, being famous was a special thing. Now, it really isn't, but it is because there are still high budget productions. And yeah, you know what? Why don't I just try? Oh, just a regular. You know what I'm gonna do? I tell you what I will do. I think for now I might actually upload this video to my uh, Gmail, to my other YouTube, and then simply click like on, or add it to a playlist. That's it. Create a new playlist and bring it over, so to speak, because I am done making these short videos. Short videos are not my thing, and scripting myself is not my thing. Getting to a point where I need to talk and you happen to be the one I'm talking to, that's the thing for me. I think that I have to look for a lot of stuff. The holidays are so different here. Um, Yeah, I know I'm rambling, but so what? So what? I still find my nonsense more appealing than. You know what? When you go somewhere or when you see something and people get your attention, but then there's nothing there. This has been from as far back as I can remember my biggest letdown when it comes to watching TV. You see, for the ones under 30, it used to be a time where you didn't have interactivity at all. That was painful. You were sitting in front of the TV and just getting something in. You couldn't text your friends, you could call them, but okay, yes, you could call them. Um, Now, and I remember I called into TV shows back then, and when I was on the air, I was prepared. I didn't say I don't agree. I was like, now it's really I think um, I feel terrible about my videos. I really really do, but about 30% or 50% sometimes of the messages that come from me, I am like, okay, this had to come through. And I think that's what appeals to people, anyways. But I don't want to be this Vincent van Gogh type or Norm MacDonald, who, highly respected. But why didn't he make money like Adam Sandler did? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't his life elevate to a degree that, like honestly, what would I rather have? A fun life or respect from people? Well, first of all, you need to respect people to care about whether or not they respect you. Now, there's a difference between, uh, yeah, you don't want to, if opinions matter so little, is it, I know what we are being taught about values, but you know what? I am at a point now where I'm thinking all of this is really counterproductive, and we need to let children just be and figure it out. And when they are under the impression, or when their intuition kicks in and they decide just to be total little shitbags, you know what? There may be a reason for that. I think there may be a very, very good reason for it. You know why? Because they know that this is probably what it takes now to survive. All of this flavor fluff that you had in your childhood, where you were taught, well, do unto others and be nice, and this, no, 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 this is not gonna work. Sharing is kept, no, 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 this is not gonna work anymore, honestly. There will come a time now where all of this will go by the wayside. You know what I mean? So I always wonder, um, no, I would never, and the thing is, my kid, especially, okay, your kids probably have empathy by nature. It means you don't need to interrupt them. It means you don't have to tell them what they should and shouldn't feel because they do it naturally. Like I was the same opinion bias 40 years ago as I am now. But people around me changed a lot, but not for the better because the only thing that is priority right now is cosmetic and that people want to feel like they are not as bad as they believe the history of their own ancestors was. Everything that you hear is designed for people to say, I am not like my parents. I am not like my grandparents. I am not like the history of my ancestors that I want to prove to you I am completely different from, which I find very strange always, because you were born in a different time. Meaning, if you were born back then, you probably would be very, very much like the rest of them. Except, I've said it before, There's a timelessness in us that is super visible. And by us, I know that you know who I'm talking about. A timelessness that is just so on point and so persistent and so superseding all of the other things that we always were different. We were normal, right? We were grounded. We sensed reality. It didn't matter how fashionable it was to hate certain people or how fashionable it is now to encourage people to do things that we think may be harmful. We, the trends, it's really weird where it's not like we're sitting on the outside looking in. It's like we are right there. We are right there in the middle, but it doesn't feel right. It's like you're in one of those, shark tanks where you're let into the sea and wow, you're somewhat safe. But are you really? Finally, I like the way the camera looks right now. This is cool. Yes, I want to have a little bit of a historic look. Now, um, you see, I'm always trying to figure out, well, is this important or not? Whatever I'm thinking. Is it important? Or is it only important to me? Or should it be important to you? Or is there something that may be beneficial? I really don't know. I'm looking at some of these nasty comments, and no, I don't mean you about, you can, hey, use the language you want. I'm offended, whatever. I don't, honestly, man, this is something when somebody says, first of all, you need to assume that my intentions were bad. The truth is, what I said was me reflecting on myself throughout the various stages of my life. Meaning, I had stages where my intuition simply did not kick in. And I am going through this now, and I've talked to many of you and realized through that what causes us to be completely numb, intuition numb. It's really the crazy thing about it is like when somebody's driving drunk, that they feel actually like they got it all together and they are driving better than ever. When they're, the same it is when you are in a state where you may think, I got it all covered. My intuition, everything is working perfectly. But in reality, you miss everything. You focus on the things that you understand and say, oh, I get this. Do you know people like that who try to talk to you about, you don't understand, like the red pill, blue pill thing? And there's something that, like, I just got the other day, and they talk forever about something that you got already like 10 years ago or 20 years ago when the film came out. But they keep talking and talking and talking. You know why? Because in their states, they actually believe that they are, hey, if you want to live your life being offended by assuming that I mean something about you, just because you happen to, first of all, I am who I am always. People around me change their minds about their behaviors. People around me change their minds about so many things in the last few years. Sometimes it was, and usually, no, I shouldn't say this because then I'm accused of, well, it was not me per se, but I was a part of it, I feel, in some of the cases, for sure. But through me, but also me carrying the energy from others around me, that we recognize what limits we have in our lives, where we recognize each other, and there's an energy exchange which makes you sometimes maybe realize in real life that, hey, you guys go ahead without me. I am not able anymore to just be there without getting anything out of it. from the people that I sort of settled for. And when that happens, you will probably, by shutting one door, another one will open, and you will see other people who may have been around you for the longest, but both of you didn't really recognize each other for your similarities, because both of you sort of felt like you needed to fit in more. And when you have people who are the same, and sometimes, opposites attract, I'm questioning these dynamics, how good it is. But it has, I think, a lot to do with having a broader reach in life. You know what I mean? Like partnering up with somebody who can cover areas that you may not be able to. But does it make us really happy, or is it more is it more happening for us to be with somebody where we really connect? I don't know. I think the latter may be the case. So what else is happening? I'm obsessed with the. Well, I'm always not obsessed actually. I am very interested in real life drama. I haven't watched a movie in a long time. If it doesn't reflect reality and give me insights on the world I have to deal with, the people, for example, um, I don't have interest in it. If I watch Borat 2, it's probably because I see how people are. But yeah, I think it is that. I think I take credit for some of it, for sure, because I know that, for the longest I was not even able to take compliments from people, because I thought, like, yeah, right, I didn't do anything. I don't impact people. And then I got a lot of feedback that caused me to say, wow, maybe I actually do a lot more than I thought. And now I feel like, yes, I realize actually retrospectively that I had a lot of impact on a lot of people. I believe that now. And I'm touching the mouse in my back. How weird. How weird it, because I have to move very soon. I'd like to do things in advance. You see, I have so many phones that are broken, that fell down, something happened. It's absolutely insane. That's why I punish myself and don't really want to get a new phone, because I lose them. And I mean really lose, not miss. Oh, okay. Now I don't know how to stop. I want to not stop it. I want to pause this video. You know what I mean? I really want to pause it. But I don't know how. I know I can breathe because I don't smoke right now, which is a good thing. And I also noticed that when you think you have to do something, don't let your thought interfere, man. Anything can, even if somebody says, go get a new phone right now, it's on special here or there, and I feel like I cannot leave the house right now. I don't want to. Because if I go, I'm gonna buy some cigarettes, and I have peace right now. I can breathe right now. I feel very, very much at the right point, at the right place. And I would say that you probably know exactly when that point in your life comes where you say, now I am sort of close to where I need to be. Let me see a couple other comments that people left me. I always want to answer people's comments. That's really important to me. It's always been important to me. But it doesn't mean I always answer it directly. I don't like that. I don't want to be like, I never want to raise expectations because there are times that I will read comments for, I scroll down and read all of them. And then for 2 months, I don't read any. You know what I mean? So I want to always keep it very, very, not too vague. Yeah, we offended by this topic. Oh, God. Hey, if it wasn't you being the one writing this, I would be like, how the hell? Everyone hates the tree but loves the fruit. Or claims the fruit fell from their rata. Please. Oh, I replied already. Mm. I guess this video, my Thailand videos are getting like, I don't understand it because it's just 15 seconds of street, of highway, and I picked a Thai song, a Thailand song. So, yes, yes, Michael. What are your thoughts on overthinking? Yeah, thank you for your. And there it goes, constructive criticism. What about combining more of your videos into one? Let me see who this person is, man, because I don't recognize. I have a hard time with these. What you gonna call it? Oh, okay. Like I know. Ash said to tell you she will. Thank you. No, my ears are not equally sharp. There's something about it. I don't understand it, but I always, ever since I was a kid, it's been my left ear only. Only. I mean, I would go through lengths to, and I don't like, for, I feel, I don't know, it's, okay, now is a good time probably to stop this video and figure out how I'm gonna upload it to my channel. Telesthesia, yeah. Believe me, I haven't heard of it either until a month ago. But you know what? It's not as exciting as remote viewing or terms like these. You know what I mean? But those were like the original, where people were thinking about how am I going to explain what just happened. Is Goldie, is Kate Hudson, his father? I look up. Never mind. I'm done with it. Are you thinking too much? Okay. Thank you, Tracy, for your comment. Very. You know what? Honestly, like no matter how things always turn around, I always know that if you follow your intuition, and don't worry about it, the right people will find you, and you will find the right people. That's the only thing I think is really worth pursuing. But again, I don't want my life to be shared with the right people only. whatever, if you get anything good out of not just me, but others that maybe come through me. Because that's really, from the beginning, the only thing I really, really wanted to do is to connect RH negative people and be in the middle of it, of course. I wanted to be sort of the one who, just by recognition, connects the right people. But I need also help in that area when it comes to filtering out the bad ones, you know what I mean? So that's why I always want to make sure that if you get good energy from somebody else commenting or somebody else in my group, do not waste that energy on the wrong people that you have to convince. You see, I think that's the most important thing, that we recognize our worth through each other. And then we can move up and move on and succeed. And by succeed, I mean um, get there. And it's absolutely fantastic when I see people who I think are so amazing coming to me, to my channel. And you know, before it would be like me reaching out to somebody that I thought had something to offer but didn't, but all of a sudden the right people reach out. Well, I am reaching out into the ether. That's really what I'm doing. And that's what I have been doing also for the longest. It feels like my whole life I've been doing that. I always thought like, oh my God, this is not reality that I'm living in right now. I mean, people tell me this is your reality, this is how it is, this is how life is. And I was like, it can't be, this can't be it. I always knew it, sort of. It's like life has prepared me for what is happening right now. And I really, really love the setting right now where I want to be on camera. I want you to see me. I want you to recognize when I move my hands, when I want, like I say, verbiage is small, is not, where it's at. It's like communication is, yeah, I don't need to explain this to you. And those, I mean, you know the deal. And I really like it when people, you see me, but you don't see, because it's not so much about me. It's a little bit about me. You know what I mean? But I don't like to worry about what I look like. I don't like to worry about how I come off at all. You may have noticed. And yeah, like, the thing is, again, I hate to talk about these things because people are right. Some of you have told me, no, actually, you're not right. But people have often told me, why do you view, don't talk about the negative people who are RH negative, the people who have, people who are criminals, or, hell, there are plenty of them. But I have to make it, everything is a part of the spectrum. You know what I mean? Those people, either I'm being accused of praising us too much, or I'm being accused of putting us down because I'm mentioning certain sociopaths who are RH negative. And these are people who have lost complete respect for society and given up on the possibility of really connecting in a positive way with anybody. I always wonder if these type of people, had Ted Bundy been around many years ago in my group and connected with some other RH negative people and realized, I don't know, can only speculate, but I like to be able to find the answers or help each other find some answers. And I think 30 minutes is the mark where I'm going to stop this video and just be happy that this is going to be out there. Thank you for watching, people. Watch for our Zoom group. And now I can't stop. Why? Maybe I need to get this mouse. Maybe the battery is problematic. Or maybe who knows what else is going on right now. It's very important for me. Now I'll be able to stop it, okay? Do I have anything? Yeah, Brian Laundry and Gabby Petito. I am interested in this. I really am. But only to a certain degree. And what I find really weird about the dude is how he took this position of lecturing people on his Instagram, right? He's talking about how bad are us humans. And I'm thinking like, dude, don't talk about, don't put like us. There is no, me and you. Us? Who are you talking about? We are primates, or we are this, and the earth, and save the earth, and all of that stuff. There are people who really always need a cause, but it's never original and they never write something original because their thoughts are not their own. Because again, they have a need to pretty themselves up on the inside. They have this need to look like they are genuine about that they are concerned, that they are good people. You know what I mean? That's really what it is about. Wanting to seem like a good person, feeling that maybe, but the whole thing is really, really freaky how you. It'd be interesting to see what happens if they find him. Many of you have said he's probably killed himself. I don't think so. I think he is um, very good at hiding, and he may. I don't think he will kill himself. I really don't. It's crazy, but I missed having these long videos, and I really enjoy having them. New chromosome, DCE, found in achiever. I don't think you guys are too interested in these details. I realize it now. You know, I used to think I should make it more about real details because nobody else does it, but I don't think that's the answer at all. I mean, my blog is full of these things, right? So you can just search for. Um, by the way, I can't believe how expensive everything is in Pattaya. Oh my god. And why do people always have a need to compare themselves? I mean, like, be similar to somebody who made it. What's the point? There is none. Maybe. I wonder if now. Wow, I love how I'm still on the air. I guess I will have to now. When the phone calls come in.